Right, Jonny Dineen. I don't know now whether you're you're sympathetic towards some horses when they run bad. Others you just say no, forget about them. So I don't really know where you stand on Energumene. Are you forgiving Energumene his run in the Clarence House Chase? Are you giving him another chance, or is he in the bin? Forget about him. Don't even look at him. He's gone.
Oh, he's not in the bin, but it wasn't a great effort at the same time. You must concede that, to be fair. Look, I think the races after opening up, really opening up in the last couple of months. There's horses in it now that you had no chance 2 months ago, and even some of the better ones have blotted their copybook a bit. Like, so, Energumene has gone from odds on to 2-1 against, and the other one, Edwardstone, is only short and marginally. So, but you have horses like Editor de Gite, Gentleman de Me, and well, they're two guaranteed front runners now in the race, which wasn't really in the race earlier on. So the whole dynamic of the race has changed completely. Is there going to be a burn up for the lead? It's probably going to suit Edwardstone now, the way there's so many pacemakers in the race. I still favour Energumene, but I wouldn't be that confident now at the same time.
Okay, Tony, I think Edwardstone is a good thing. I think he's going to be extremely hard to beat here, and I think Energumene has it all to do to turn around the form with him from the Clarence House. He was lame after the Clarence House. He had an easy few days, Edwardstone. Convince me otherwise, or please tell me that Edwardstone is going to win the champion chase.
No, I'd say you're dead on. I'd fancy the two English horses to be fighting this out. I do think Gary Muir's horse has a bit of a chance. He just seems to improve there out of nowhere. Does things right, but as Johnny says, is Gentleman de Me now going to give him a little bit of a sickener up front? I thought two things about Edwardstone the last day. The break effectively didn't have a run at Christmas. We fell early, wasn't ideal, and I didn't think he could get a great ride the last day. I thought the jockey, first of all, gave him too much to do probably, and then rushed him into it too quick. And I'd say the horse probably needed the race a bit. I'd love an Arkle winner now going back for a champion chase the following year. It just seems to be a thing. Whatever it is, the two races are quite similar.
Even Put the Kettle On managed to do it, like.
Yeah. To be fair, I never really did it anywhere else. No. Only Cheltenham under those conditions. So I think Edwardstone, I'd like a little bit bigger, but maybe I'll do something around forecasting Edwardstone and Editor de Gite.
Rob, Energumene obviously divides opinion here on the panel. We'll come to David in a minute. Are you going to give him the benefit of the doubt?
No, I don't think I could at that price. He won a very ordinary champion chase last year on very soft ground. We know how well he handles very soft ground as well. Goodish ground. I can't see him reversing the form with Edwardstone and Editor de Gite. I couldn't disagree with you more about Edwardstone. I thought he got a brilliant ride the last day. I thought he was nursed there. He got to the front halfway up the hill, and the other horse out-battled him. And I think Editor de Gite around Cheltenham is a different kettle of fish. He's obviously a better horse this season. And I think on good ground, he'll be hard to beat.
Really?
Obviously with the Gentleman de Me and them, but I can't see Gentleman de Me forcing him the whole way. I think he'll be happy to take a lead off him as well. He'll sit close to him, he'll be happy to take a lead off him. Editor de Gite goes a really good gallop, and he doesn't give up. He's relentless.
Is he good enough to win a champion chase?
Well, he's beaten the favourite and the second favourite in his last start, so that proves he's good enough.
Lad beat him in fucking November. Jeez,
that proves he's good enough.
Dad's lad out now he wouldn't win.
Who?
Dad's lad beat him in a handicap in the
No,
November meeting.
I'm telling you, he's an improved horse. He beat them in January.
He hacked around the last day in front. It was a sprint.
No, but you go away. Stop.
So you're an Editor de Gite
I think Editor de Gite around Cheltenham, he loves a good ground. He has a big chance, yeah.
David, with Energumene, was it the white fences? Do you think that had an effect?
Do you really believe it was the white fucking fences?
I don't know what to believe. Why do you think he ran so poorly?
I think the race was run wrong. I think the position he was in all through the race didn't suit him at all. I thought the horse on his outside was jumping left. I thought he made a mistake at the first. And I don't think it was because of the white fence, but I think he did make a mistake, and I thought that set up the race for him. I think he would improve hugely fitness-wise. I think he'd been working so easy at home. I think there's plenty of improvement fitness-wise. I think Editor de Gite has no chance. I do respect Edwardstone, but Blue Lord is very close to him last year in the Arkle, and unless he's improved hugely,
he wasn't that close to him now.
What was it, 3 lengths?
He was beating more than that. No,
He
wasn't even second. Blue Lord.
Anyway, Energumene put Blue Lord up on his back. Like Gentleman de Me is there. Again, shouldn't be anywhere near good enough. He beat Edwardstone like an entry. He wouldn't be he wouldn't be good enough.
End of a long season though.
Sure, listen, whatever. It's the end of a long season now.
You think we'll see a different Energumene?
I'm sticking with Energumene anyway, yeah.
Okay. You seem pretty
I'm
confident
keeping
there.
the faith.
Will he ride him the same way, or will he sit close to the pace this time?
I should decide on the day. I don't know. It'll depend on what happens, you know.
There's no way he'll be held on to, I'd say, the way he was the last day anyway.
Well, the last day, just your man hacked in front. He missed the first. But if he misses the first in this race, again, he might be in the same place. Who knows, you know? So a lot will depend on what happens down over the first fence.
Yeah, but do you think he's still every bit as good as he was when he won the race
I do,
last
yeah,
year?
yeah.
Peter, what do you like in the champion chase?
Sure, look, you'd have to agree with Dave. I think he knows all about it.
You don't have to, no. You can
I
have your
would.
own opinion.
Well, he's convinced me anyway, to be honest with you. Any doubts I had about Energumene, they've turned. The last run, you can always forgive him one run. Yeah, the race, as Dave said, they didn't go over quick, and the mistake he made, and everything went wrong the whole way through. Look, I think he's a class above what's in that race, to be honest.
Okay, that's Energumene and Denis.
Yeah, when I watched it, when Energumene made a mistake at the last, actually, he didn't get involved in the race. Then in the heat of the battle of the race, and to be honest, you could see that the way he was jumping through the race, he couldn't actually lengthen and jump, and he was kind of caught in behind one, kept kind of nearly jumping into the back of him the whole time, and he just looked out of rhythm. And the ground at that meeting at Cheltenham every year it's absolutely horrible ground, and I've always hated the horses getting hard race at that meeting every year at Cheltenham. And the only thing I'd be nervous about with Edwardstone is the ground he made up from the bend to the last fence was incredible. It was incredible, and I actually didn't really rate him that highly until I saw that turn of foot. He just got caught following Paul and basically forgot about the winner, lad in front. And when he realised he could beat Paul, he was gone out after the Gary Moore's horse. And the ground he made up was absolutely incredible for a horse, 2 mile chaser. The only part I'd be a little bit nervous is that the ground was very testing on the day, and to me he would have got a hard race on that, whereas Energumene didn't get a hard race because he wasn't in the battle at all, he wasn't in the heat at all, even though he still appeared to have a squeak at the last in a slowly steady run race. So he would want soft ground. That's the only thing. If the ground wasn't as soft as it was last year, that would dampen his chances, and I would give Edwardstone a better chance then on better ground. He's going to be ridden second, third, fourth, the way Alan King likes him ridden, down the inside, and he's going to follow Gary's horse. He won't be dropped out this time. He was only dropped out in Cheltenham because he fell early in Kempton, and they wanted to just hunt him round and ride him through him well. And he to me,
I don't get
he
that.
looks a fair horse.
He lost his confidence and thing. You want to see the rider, but like he was hard fit. Obviously, I'm assuming going to Kempton at Christmas. It was only 3 weeks between the run. Like it wasn't as if it was 3 months. So I don't buy the fact that he needed to run like the last day. That's a lot of shite.
I'd say he got caught behind Energumene the last day.
He rode him handy in the Arca last year. Now I'd say he'd ride him handy, and the race could change hugely as well if Blue Lord goes to the Ryanair as well. So it's.
Will you tell us, will he?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'll tell you 2 weeks time maybe, but
okay.
At the moment now it's not decided obviously. So
in a nutshell, there you're kind of siding towards Edwardstone, yeah.
If the ground is nice, I'd fancy Edwardstone. If the ground is soft, I'll go with Energumene.
Okay. So this half of the stage is kind of 2 votes for Edwardstone if the ground is decent, and 1 vote for Editor de Jeet. And this is very much the Energumene side of the stage, okay? So we're going to get a bit of audience participation now. Give a cheer if you fancy. I can't see. I would get you to put up your hand, but I actually can't see. Give a cheer if you fancy Energumene. Yeah. Give a cheer if you fancy Edwardstone. Yeah. Energumene is just in front. And give a cheer if you fancy Editor de Jeet. It's a tight finish, isn't it? It's a tight finish. The 3 of them are neck and neck. I think it's just about Energumene.
That lad had the lot on Editor Jeet anyway.
It's going to be an interesting champion chase at 3:30.
Get in on the action with epic offers from Boyle Sports on every race, every day of the Cheltenham Festival. Epic Cheltenham with Boyle Sports. It's time to switch.